Morning students. Today we will discuss exercise 8.2 as we have done till example number 8, and yesterday we had a question, fourth question from the first one, and I told you to make some other questions. Still we want to express here one more question of the exercise 8.2. We are doing exercise 8.2, and first question, under the first question I am discussing fifth one. For evaluate followings. So a question I'm putting here: 5 cos square 60 plus 4 sec square 30 tan square 45 upon sin square 30 plus cos square 30. This is a question. Very simple question it is. Now we have some specific ratios with some specific angles, and we know now the table. Even I have taught you the trick to make the table, to remember the table. This time we'll use some values. Look at cos square 60. It's meaning that you write value of cos 60 using square. Meaning we start directly the solution with putting the value, proper values like 5 and cos 60. Cos 60 itself meaning half. You can see the table as I told you yesterday. If you don't remember the values, you can take the help of the table. It's a cos 60 meaning half, square upside 4 sec of 30. As I taught you the trick that directly, if you're not getting sec 30, don't remember the sec 30 value. You should know that sec is a reciprocal of cos. So go with cos 30. So cos 30 itself meaning root 3 by 2. So definitely it will be wrong. It will be wrong. It is a just opposite of that, reciprocal of that. So it's a 2 by root 3. Square is being here. I want to square on that. Tan 45 itself 1. Now what about the denominator side? Sin 30 is half square. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2 square. This is just you know that all about values. If you remember that, you can do it easily. Now furthermore, use a simple calculation, simple arithmetic here. 1 by 2 square is a 1 by 4. 4 into 2 square 4 upon this is 3, because under 3 square is a 3, minus 1 upon 1 by this is 4, 1 by 4 plus this is under 3 square 3 and 2 2s are 4. So now we have a simple calculation. We do it fast now. 5 into 1 by 4 itself meaning 5 by 4 plus 4 into 4 by 3, 4 4 just 16 by 3 and minus 1 is minus 1 whole upon this is 1 by 4 and 3 by 4. One can see it very simple that these two have a 4. So will be LCM same 4. So 1 plus 3 will be 4. 4 by 4 is a 1. So this is actually 4 by 4. I want to write it now simply 4 by 4, because by taking an LCM you get a 1 plus 3 meaning 4 by 4. So these two will be cancelled itself, and a 1 will remaining in a downside denominator, which need not write again and again. So we'll write only 5 by 4 plus 16 by 3 and minus 1 upon 1. I need not write, and only required to take an LCM, which is 12. 4 3s are 12, 3 5s are 15. Now for 3 4s are 12, 4 16 4 is 64, and definitely it's upon 1. So 1 12, 12 into 1 12. So overall you will have a simple calculation that this is 79 12 upon 12, and this is 67 upon 12. So this is an answer of this particular question. The calculation might be correct. If it is somewhere wrong, you can check by yourself. So hope it is a correct one. So this is a simple method. Now till now you have got, just depending on the value table, and if you remember this, calculation will be so easy. So these questions may come in exams. Now we'll move on to question number 2, which some questions are actually objective question, but we will take them as a simple question without objective. We will try to find its answer. Look, choose the correct answer, no matter at all, but we'll solve it. First question is what? 2 tan 30 upon 1 plus tan square 30. This is a question. So we don't want to see the option, because main concern we have to solve, simplify and get our answer which will be actually similar as the given option. So we just do it by our own. To tan 30, you see the table, tan 30 will be 1 by root 3, 1 plus tan square 30 meaning 1 by root 3 square, which I already have told you that square meaning value and then square. What about the next? 2 into this is 2 by root 3 and upon 1 plus 1 square meaning 1 and root 3 square meaning 3. Now take an LCM of denominator side. 2 by root 3 upon 3 ones are 3 plus 1 4 by 3. So this is a 4 by 3. Just now simplify by using that upon in a multiplication sign, and I reverse that. 3 by 4 it is. 3 by 4. And lastly 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So overall if you will see the answer, it is a 3 upside and 2 into root 3 downside. Moreover, you can do it like this 3 can be written 2 times this. Look at under 3 into under 3 is a 3 upon 2 under 3, and these two will be cancelled. So overall answer with you root 3 by 2, which will be one of the option. Now very interesting option it is written here. Look at the answer, which we have a 4 option being here. First sin 60, second cos 60, tan 60 and sin 30. We are given 4 options. One can understand that under 3 by 2 is a value of one of them. One should know that sin 60 is itself value root 3 by 2, meaning its answer equal to sin 60, which is actually first answer of the book, first one. So this was a simple calculation which I wanted to tell you. You should know that how you are doing, no matter that what is answer. So answers are different because on the approach of the answer is very important, how you have got it. Question number 2 is 1 minus tan square 45 upon 1 plus tan square 45. Now search out its answer. Very simple it is. Without doing any special work we can catch it. Why? Because 1 minus tan 45 it's 1. So 1 having square is also 1. 1 plus tan 45 is 1. Square is also 1. So what about numerator? 1 minus 1 and 1 plus 1 2. So overall answer is 0. So this is the 4th option of the book. For a student this is very simple. Let me now tell you some more question like how to do it. Look at, I tell you some in different aspect like sine of 2a is equal to 2 sine a, and what is a? So a equal to, so we have 4 options. First 0 degree, second 30 degree, 45 degree and 60 degree. Let me explain or let me speak freely or frankly that we are told, we are given this particular sine 2a equal to 2 sine a, and we are told that what is a? What is equal to a? As far as the solution is concerned, I tell you, actually it is a sine 2a, something like a formula of class 11th. This year these kind of formulas are not there in the syllabus. So, but we want to solve the answer, we want to find the answer, that what is the answer. So we have whenever the objective type question comes, one trend, one trick must be with you, like by checking the answer with the question. So this time answer is important. So one by one check your answers, check your options with the question. So this is simple trick. Suppose you think that 30 is the correct answer. So okay, I put 30 in both sides and look at that both sides are equal or not. So suppose you are looking that suppose you are supposing that 30 is a equal to 30. Okay, if you have considered that, if you have assumed that a equal to 30, this a equal to 30 must satisfy these two. So okay, I take left hand side sine 2 into 30, 2 into sine 30. Sine 2 into 30 is 60 is equal to 2 sine 30. Sine 60 is a root 3 by 2 and sine 30 is a half. Does it equal? Does it equal? No, they are not equal, meaning this value is incorrect. Similar, you can take 45, you can take 60, all values. So we want to check from beginning. Suppose I am thinking that it is a correct answer. So okay, I check a equal to 0. Left hand side sine 2 into 0, right hand side sine 2 into 0. 2 into sine 0. Now 2 into 0 is 0, 2 into sine 0. I want to say you can check by the table of the trigonometric value. Sine 0 is itself 0 and sine 0 is itself 0. So does it true? Yes, it is true. Meaning A equal to what answer correct? 0 degree. This is the correct answer. So this is simple. Just you can check by the options, and this this trick must be with you, because while doing the competitive, while solving the competitive exams, this trick is very useful and helpful also. So question number 4 I am leaving on you. Do try because similar as first third. Okay. Question 3, tan a plus b equal to root 3 and tan a minus b. It's very similar to the example number 8 yesterday I explained. I think that you can, and I wish that you should solve. Question number 4, true false. True false. Always I want to tell these questions because I think that this is a conceptual one and you must have a good concept. So we have a question first. Sin a plus b equal to sin a plus sin b. I know that you know the answer because back of the book you are having the answer sheet and you can see the answer whether it is true or false. But my main aim to teach you that why it is true or why it is false. So this is a question and we want to explain that is it a true or false? Sin a plus b equal to sin a plus sin b. In first view, in first sight, if you will see it seems correct. Look at sin of a plus sin of b. But I tell you it is a wrong. It is wrong. It never happens like that. We can take some example also to do so, but it is a wrong. One must know that someone will ask you that what is sine. So sine is not a number. Sine is actually operator, and operator never multiply in that. If I again ask you that what is the symbol between sine and a plus b here, so you please don't reply it is multiplication sign. It is not a multiplication sign. It's operator which is no sign there. Sine operates on a plus b and do not give this one. So if you are still not satisfied with my answer, you can take some angle from your side by your own. Like if I take a equal to 30 degree, if I take a equal to 30 degree and b equal to 60 degree. So what answer must be? Sine 30 and sine 60. If this is correct, this must be true. Look at sine 30 plus sine 60. If a equal to 30 I am taking, b equal to 60 I am taking, and this I want to very similar to the given identity, and if I want to try to see that whether it is correct or not, I have taken an example. Instead of a I have taken 30, instead of b I have taken 60, and I am trying that whether it is a true or false. Okay, sine 30 plus 60 is 90, sine 30 is a half, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is a 1, and this is a 1 plus root 3 by 2 because LCM is 2. And whether this is true? No, it is not true. It is a 1. It is very different. Meaning this is also false. Meaning whatever the condition is actually false. False. So this is simple, I think. I don't think that more and more you have to tell. Now this first one is a false. Now look at the second one. The value of theta increases when theta increases. First question, and just after it, the value of theta increases, the value of sine theta, this time it is cos theta, increases when theta increases. So, what is its meaning? What is its meaning? Look at here. I tell you. This is a 0. This is 30, this is 45, this is 60, it is 90. Theta, this is theta. And look at theta increasing. First was 0, then it increased 30, then increased 45, then increased 60, then increased 90. Sine and cos. Now we have two angles, sine and cos. We want to say their values. Sine of 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90. This is cos 0. This is just opposite, you know it. Now look their values. Their values. I ask you one thing. See only sine. when theta increasing, what about the value of sine? Is it increasing or decreasing? This was 0. Ultimately it is 1, meaning they are increasing. So I would say when theta increases, sine value is also increases. Hope you're getting. When theta increases, sine value of sine is also increases. First question. The value of sine theta increases when theta increases. So first sentence true. Whereas second question, when theta increases, cos value is decreases. Why? Because it is starting from 1 but begin at 1 but end with 0, meaning the biggest value 1, now it is slowly decreasing and end with a 0. So what you feel that about the sine, when theta increases, sine also increases, but about the cos, when theta increases but cos is what? Decreases. So what second sentence? The value of cos theta increases when theta increases is a false sentence. What is a true sentence? The value of cos theta decreases when the theta increases. So this is two simple concept you can understand. By just hear me, just listen me, my video, my audio, and you can catch it that what I'm saying you. Twice and thrice you can view the video, no matter at all. So this is a true false till third I've explained. What about fourth and fifth? We just want to see. Fourth question and fifth question. Fourth question is sine theta equal to cos theta for all value of theta. What is its meaning? That these two are always same for all theta. And theta is an angle. You can check by yourself by taking any value. Like if you take theta equal to 30 degree. Okay, take sine 30 and cos 30. Whether they equal, sine 30 is half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. Whether equal? No, they are not equal. Meaning these two are not equal for all theta. For all theta. If some theta is equal to someone is taking 45. Unfortunately, fortunately, this is 45. Suppose theta equal to 45. This is root 2, this is root 2. Okay, they are equal. But only for 45. And except 45, if you will take 30 or 60 like that, it is not equal. But what question says? What question says? These are true for all theta, which is actually not true. Which is not true. Okay. And last question is very simple. Chord A is not defined when A equal to 0. Chord A is not defined when A equal to 0. You know that when I take 0 here, chord 0. So what is the value of chord 0? Chord 0 is a reciprocal of tan 0. So tan 0 is 0. Chord 0 is the opposite of that 0, which is infinite, which is not defined. And also you can see the table, trigonometric table, value table, in which you will get chord 0 is infinite, which is not defined. So last sentence is a true sentence. So this is good enough for the day, which I wanted to explain. You have got it. Exercise 8.2, do by your side only. The complementary angle concept is not now in this new syllabus, so we have to drop this. It was actually important and also interesting, but this time I'm helpless. So from the next class we start a very important topic, trigonometric identities, and you should admit one thing, that heavy mark question will definitely come from this section. So don't miss the next lecture. Thank you.